Hello and welcome along to episode 61 of the Don McKellar sponsored A View from Section C. Senior, how are you?
I'm good, Junior. I liked your wee bit of Italian there, Don Michela.
Yeah, well,
Been
it
practicing.
is Don McKellar. I was putting my place for the title sponsor himself on
Oh,
his episode, and also the stars have put out a the wee press release that they do about speaking to the players and stuff, and it is 12 minutes ago. Italian stallions ready to shine for stars, and it's the three Italian Americans. So I thought we've got to keep in touch with it. It's Don McKellar.
Don Michela. So as you can see, I've went back to my old headphones and microphone. I'm sitting here like Britney Spears, but yeah,
And that is due to age, everyone, because he doesn't ken how to link up his AirPods to his computer every time he logs in.
that's not really. It's just like look. Listen, listen, Junior. We'll no bullshit anybody, right? I'm at work.
On your dinner break. On his dinner break.
On my dinner break. Yeah, I'm on my dinner break.
Well, your tea it's technically your tea break because it's tea time.
Yeah, but it's
But
it's it's my big break. So I never had my wee break at 5 o'clock, and I brought my big break that I normally have later on forward. So
right, well, we'll
frees up
make
an
sure
hour,
we
does it?
condense this. Make sure we condense it into your time then.
Yeah. Uh,
Because we
as
know
long
that
as lo-
Uncle
as long as
Steve
you don't
watches it.
as long as you don't put out the title of the show live from Argenta.
Yeah, well, that is true. Well, yeah, speaking of Don McKellar, now that the season started again, we do have a special offer for everyone. So, Paddy, again, in his complete generosity towards the podcast and to the listeners and to all ice hockey fans, um, if you are to book a table, now you must book a table and you use the reference, a view from section C, you will receive 25% off your bill. Senior,
Brilliant.
he just keeps throwing it out away. And the
He's
best bit is, when I messaged him earlier about it, and he texted us back again, he said, "Do you think 25%'s okay?"
I
Like,
know. Uh,
like
yeah, he's
25%, man.
he's an absolute legend, is he? You know what?
Yeah,
He's a legend of ice hockey, right? But he's also just a legend as a person,
yeah.
because he doesn't hate to do anything like that. Um, but he knows what we're trying to do with the podcast. He spoke to us enough times. Always say every so often, Don McKelly, Don Michelle, whatever. I've got vouchers for forthcoming competitions that'll start to happen.
Tell them
We've
yet. Tell
got loads of
them yet.
stuff. Uh,
God, Andy Strange is going to be fucking all over this.
It's all right, don't worry about it. But yeah, what a gesture. 25% off. But as you say, you must book a table and
Yeah,
then
and
use and then
you,
and say, I'm booking it through a view from section C.
yeah,
Yeah,
you must book the
good.
table and you must reference a view from section C when you book it to get it. If you turn
Yeah,
up and you reference it on the day, you're not getting it because you're not
you're not getting
following
it.
the rules.
No, follow the
So,
rules.
speaking of sponsors, Senior, I've got a special sponsor this week,
Oh, eh?
and I've got a wee spiel for this. I'm going to hear one every week. Are you
Okay,
ready for
so
this?
how am I not aware of this?
Listen to this. Are you currently on the penalty kill? Are you struggling to get the puck back? Are you struggling to defend having one less player? Well, why not try get into them? Get into them will help you with all your worries while short-handed, but it's a limited time only. See when we're short-handed, fucking hell. The amount of foul. Get them! Come on, get them! It's 5 fucking 4, man.
I wonder
Like,
where we were going with this, by the way.
I'm going to have one of these sponsors every week, I think, because there's a few people, and even reading it on social media, there is some absolute crackers. I just think, fuck's sake, man.
Well, you
Actually,
know
you
what?
know what? You know
We
what,
should what
Senior?
we should have. We should have a game of stars bingo, right? And we should
Senior,
mark up a bingo card, Junior. We add the different things on it.
a lot of what I've seen on social media recently, and some shouts at the hockey throughout the years, not just at the weekend there, throughout the years, I think to myself,
Oh, Jeezy Pips, man.
cheesy peeps, man.
Oh, jeezy, peeps, man.
Like,
Here we go.
just,
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah, get into them.
Get into them.
New limited edition sponsor, limited time only. It might last 2 minutes, it might last 5 minutes,
Oh,
might even
God.
be a 4-minute one.
And I can't what I'm the one that people normally say is the boy that sits and talks shite, right? But you've just took the biscuit with that boy, I'll tell you.
Oh, wait till next week's one. I've already got next week's sponsor ready. Moving on swiftly, we are going to start off with our first 51 club sponsored game review. Obviously, we had the home and home with the Fife Flyers last weekend in pre-season, so it was a very good night on the Saturday night in Fife. The main man himself, that seems to be a cult hero after 2 games, and Fife Flyers fans' best friend, Johnny Walker at 8:06 got the Stars to win the lead. James fell in then at 10:03. Fife then pulled it back, firstly through Johan Eriksson at 35:18 and then Max Hummets at 38:02. It was a goalless third period, but then upstepped an absolute snipe and a half
Oh, yeah.
from Jake Elmer at 62-16, giving Stars a 3-2 victory on their first game of the season. A good win to start off. 2-0 up, and then it was the usual senior. There
Yeah,
was
yeah.
2 goals in the
Goal.
space of 3
Yeah.
minutes.
Ah,
It's pre-season. We'll let them off with that in pre-season just now. But if it starts to become a Jeff Mason masterclass again, then I think we'll need to have
yeah.
words with Mr.
Ah.
Lefebvre.
When it come through, I wish I had that button. I'd be pressing that button in here because I was like, oh, jeezy, peeps, man, here we go
Oh,
again. Um,
yep,
but you know what? It was a win, which was good. My prediction was miles out because I thought it'd be the opposite way around. But to go into Fife on the first night, nothing at stake really, apart from a bit of pride, and we'll win 3-2 in overtime. Yeah, I would have thought it's a good night at the office. The guys seemingly played well,
yep,
and even after 60 minutes, Johnny Walker is an arse. Love it. Absolutely love it.
yep.
If you know what, see if the Stars want to save money, they could go and get him a house in Fife because he's living rent free across there. I'll tell you. I've been waiting on that all week, by the way, Junior. He's
Oh,
living rent free.
you're going
I
to who's
don't
country.
know. I don't know why this has suddenly came out, right? Because let's be honest, right? Even at the Sunday game, he was a bottle of dick, right? But there's been a lot bigger dicks in the league than him. But
Yep,
for some reason, the Fifers have just went for him. Don't know why, but love it.
yep,
Billy
yep.
McGuinness's new mate, cult hero.
Yes, but as you say, it was a good win. OT
Yeah,
win,
but
and as
Elmer's night.
as coach, yeah, Coach Lefebvre said it as well though. We're
Yeah.
not going to get horny over a pre-season win.
What a
Love
statement
that,
that
by
was.
the way.
I'll tell you,
Uh,
I must admit, right? Mark was always good with his interviews, right? Previously, Jeff, I think, was a bit more reserved. I think it was new
yeah,
to him to do the interviews, and he never gave much away. But I'll tell you, Mark has just topped everything this season. Like he swears on his interviews, I love it. And
yep,
then to come out with that, yeah, I'm not getting horny after. Outstanding.
yep, yep, definitely. Maybe a language thing, maybe allowed that in France, the language of
Les
love over
horny.
there. Yeah, yeah, language of love over in France, he. So yeah, Mr. Lefebvre gave it the whole horny thing, but no, it was a good win. The snipe was just
Oh, it was
the
top
pace of
class.
him going down that wing and
Yep.
then bang. And again, to beat a guy like Shane Owen with that, it's got to be good because
Yeah.
we came home the next night and it was a 4-0 loss. So again, after we spoke to him before the game, Johan Eriksson scored again
I know.
at 17:31.
Yeah.
The other Eriksson, the Dick, he scored at 23 minutes exactly. Ben Horchuk at 25:08, and then obviously Finn Page with the little deflection on the shot on goal at 59:08. Biggest thing for us, obviously, throughout the game was just the physicality and the fight around the team. Sean Allen and Horchuk dropping the gloves first, and then right after the goal from Johan Eriksson, Walker and Finn Page then dropping the gloves. First one, not really much of a fight. Horchuk
No.
didn't think he really wanted to go, but Sean, I think, told
So,
him, no, you're fucking going.
well, I think I pointed out to you during the warm up that the two of them were having a conversation at centre circle, and it was, there was nothing malicious about it. It was a conversation of guys who probably know one another, and there was a few smiles, there was a couple of fist bumps, there was a wee tap with the sticks. And I'm thinking, I wonder if they've now just agreed that the first time we come together, we're going to go. And the first time they come together, they went. And I didn't think
But
it was that much of a fight.
no,
I,
but he
I
did.
think,
He did have
I
that
think the
conversation
linesmen
about
try to
4 or
get in
5.
too early. I must admit, I
Fuck,
think
I
the
know.
linesmen are trying to get in far too early.
Yeah,
I think it's because it's pre-season. They're trying to jump in and get it stopped altogether. But just let them go.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
back.
over in minutes.
Going to come back to Colin Connors on that one, but yeah. Firstly, it was Horchuk was the only boy he kept speaking to in the warm up. There was a couple of people he was chirping throughout the
Yeah,
warm up when he skated past that halfway line.
I know.
Um,
I know.
but when it came to the fight, Connors and Toby had a hold of him, and then as soon as Alan got the arm free, Toby kind of went, "Nope,
Yeah, I'm
go for
having
it,
nothing to do with
crack
this.
on,
Yeah,
see you later, enjoy
yeah.
it." And then Connors decided just to hold on and fall down with him, and then think, actually, I better let go because I'm probably going to get my head kicked in at the same time here.
I know.
Um,
I know.
so
See, you'll probably touch on Walker's fight as well, right? But see, for me, the whole thing around both fights, because Walker and Page were chirping it on the bench because Page at that point hadn't touched the ice, and they're sitting at the glass. So Page is a D man, and obviously Walker's the forward. And there was a bit of banter. They were laughing. They were saying things, and then whatever it was, I think they've agreed. Right, when we're on, we'll go now, and they went. I just think overall, I think they were trying too hard to please the fans.
yeah,
I
they were.
think the game got away from what they were trying to do, which was obviously beat Fife. But I think they were trying to be crowd pleasers straight away, and I think that's how
Yeah,
all these things happened. I really do.
yeah. As you say, we expected Mark to say it in his interview after the game, and he didn't. But they did. The Stars, I think, ended up getting into a run and gun game with
Yeah,
them, trying to break down the ice, get the shot. I think at times I'm going to come back to Walker's fight in a bit, but I think at times we, like you say, they try to please the crowd too much. It was that trying to set up the perfect goal
yep,
again that we've seen in
yep,
seasons gone by. It was just like, just take the fucking shot, get the rebounds.
yeah,
And that was seeming what we were doing on Saturday night, was taking the shots, there's rebounds, try and bury it. Because we all know that as good a goalie Shane Owen is, his rebound control isn't the best. There is
yep,
a lot of loose pucks in front of him, and Fife
yeah,
just clear the shit because they collapse.
yeah.
And it was strange. It was surprising to see Finn Page playing as a forward throughout the game on Sunday. And then obviously the lineup at the circle right after the goal, drop the gloves. And again, it's funny because Fife fans are all saying Finn won the fight. Stars fans are all saying Walker won the fight. It was an even fight. I think both
I
players
would
landed some
say,
good punches.
yeah, I would say that if you were going to take it on quality punches, Walker won the fight, but Page got the took down. Or the took down. The takedown. The took down.
Fucking
Yeah,
school. Do you stay away from?
yeah. Maybe I should have. But
That's the other thing
overall, it was 50-50. However, and Here's Mr. Negative coming in, by the way, right? It's the wrong guy to fight, the Finn Page. It's the
Oh,
wrong guy to fight.
definitely. But and again, though, but the thing is, right, and this is
But it's, for me, it's a crowd pleaser thing.
But if you look at the other way, right, say it was Sheffield we were playing, and he went with Robert Dowd. Now, I kind of be a bit heartbroken, but if he went with Robert Dowd, don't really care. Probably one of their better players.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's difficult. It's difficult for the imports to come in and maybe know that Finn Page isn't the player. Like he's not the top line guy. I don't know,
Yeah.
but listen. The thing was, right, over the whole, I saw a lot of stuff on social media. On Sunday night, obviously, I put the post up about what's your thoughts pre-game, post-game. A lot of comments about some players. Now, listen, but we're going to say, me personally, it was a 4-0 defeat. Bad night at the office. I don't think anyone really turned up. I think a couple of guys
Junior,
turned up.
listen.
But it's fucking pre-season.
See, before Johan Eriksson scored for them, we could have been about 2 or 3-0 up.
Yeah.
Easily. Right? Puck's going in front of the goal. There was nobody there to put them in. Dryden hit the junction between the crossbar and the post. That was still 0-0. There was umpteen opportunities for us to score. And then, it wasn't a lucky goal for them, but they've took a shot. Kevin Carr saved it. He's pushed it right out. And then Johan's fired it in for an acute angle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But again, like as the game went on, I think we kind of fell away from it. Wasn't the best performances, but again, it's pre-season. I think we maybe put a lot of effort into. We trained Monday through Friday. We put a lot of effort into the Saturday game, and then coming into Sunday, trying to please the home crowd, get the first win in front of everyone against your arch rivals. A couple of fights, but just couldn't get the puck in the back of the net. It's listen. It's 2 fucking pre-season games. Like to sit and say this boy's a waste of space already or a waste of time because he's going to take a ridiculous amount of penalties. Listen, maybe he was just, not showing off, but he was just being himself for those couple of games and thought, comes to the league season, I'll pick and choose my moments.
Definitely.
But,
And that's the way I felt, right? I felt that not even Sean Allen tried too hard, right? Sean, from what I heard, we weren't there on Saturday, right? But certainly on Sunday, Sean Allen played well on Sunday, right?
Yeah, he was all right. Yeah.
He's made out to be a goon. He wasn't a goon on Sunday. He had a fight, so what, right? But he went about his job efficiently. He had a few shots on goal. Walker, I think, tried to crowd please too much. That's it for me, right? And it got a wee bit out of control. But he'll learn from that. He's done it, right? He's wound one fan base up, and he's now got the home fans on his side, right? He'll begin to settle down now, right?
Yeah.
He's done his crowd pleasing stuff over the 2-5 games. If he plays this weekend, will we see a different Johnny Walker? I think we will.
Yeah, so I do believe he's not playing this weekend. From the rumours that were going around the rink, from people speaking to him on Monday night at Skate with the Stars, that he's got a sprained wrist.
Yeah,
so he's taking it easy and resting for Belfast, which again I completely agree with. It's only a pre-season game.
Definitely. Billy sent me a photo. He was on the ice at some point this week because Billy sent me a photo.
Aye, he might play them. He might play, but yeah, I think
if there's any doubt,
there's no point in risking it.
Nope. If there's any doubt, leave him out.
Yeah, and I think Mark's quite a sensible guy to do that.
One thing I would say, right, about the Fife games is I'm no 100% set on the deep errands. I would change it up.
Got it wrong?
No, I would certainly change it up. I would certainly keep Pouncey with Ingalls because I thought these two guys played really well. Yeah. But I would play Moorsey with Sean Allen. and I would play Chris McKay with Dryden. I'm not sold on the McKay-Allen partnership.
You know what I'm not sold on? Calling him fucking McKay.
I can.
It's fucking Mackay.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I know. Big Chris.
Like,
Just call him Big Chris.
oh, McKay. I just can't get. You know what else? I say Mackay. You see it? It's Mackay.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway. So, yeah, that was where games against the Flyers. One win, one loss. You know,
Yep.
we would have took that at the start of the week anyway. So, looking ahead, so obviously a double-header home weekend through the Craig Niche Decorators sponsored game preview. So first off is Saturday against the the Corona Brasov.
The
Gotta use that.
coronavirus sponsored Brasov.
So, senior, a number of well-known faces in this team.
Yes.
Van Wormer from Manchester.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure he was Rio's guy. Sebastian Pichet.
Sheffield. Yep. That was Rio's guy.
Our old pal, Rio's guy, Debo. Can we have a
Oh,
Debo
Alex is
meltdown
in the
this
goal, is he?
weekend?
Oh, you know what, Junior? I forgot. I knew there was ex-players and I forgot about Debo. Oh, we've got to get a Debo meltdown.
Yep. Another former Elite League player in the blood spitting at fans, Mink, Chase Shaber. And finally, our old friend, Connor Sills.
Yeah. So
Now, I'm looking forward to seeing Silsy.
Yeah, I've been told as soon as the game finished on Sunday, and we were leaving, Steph and Ryan were shouting at us, Larzo, remember your Connor Sills jersey. So if they wear my Connor Sills jersey on Saturday. So I'll be looking forward to Connor. I thought Connor done a really good job for us. I thought he was a top player for us.
I like Silsy.
The wee Fife Mink, I'm not looking forward to seeing him because he's just a wee dick. Debo, hopeful of a meltdown. Pichet, I thought he was okay at Sheffield. And Van Wormer, can't even remember him from Manchester, to be honest with you.
Well, he was 22 goals and 21 assists in 50 odd games for them.
Was he? Honestly, Junior, cannot remember him. It's an age thing.
Yeah,
it's an age thing.
So listen, it's some. As much as I hate the guy for when he did spit blood at a fan for shouting at him when he got a high stick in the face. Shaber, decent player. Pichet, decent player. Van Wormer, a good player. Silsey, a good player. And then obviously Debo, that Nottingham team were shit. Let's be honest. That Nottingham team were poor.
They were.
And
he's a good goalie.
He's a good goalie.
Yes.
I think it's a different type of test.
Yes.
There'll be
because they'll play different.
Certainly, Brasov might have a wee bit of physical side to them because there are a lot of imports in that team. There is quite a number of Canadians. There's more Canadians than just the North Americans we just said.
Yeah.
There are more Canadians. There's a couple other different European countries in there as well. But it'll be a completely different test, Brasov. And obviously Tilburg Trappers as well. So playing in Germany 3, I believe.
Yeah.
Again, looked at the roster. No names kind of drew out. There is no kind of imports of that or former IHL players that I could see.
Yeah.
But
so was that that used to be Jay's team, didn't it? All the Tulips. A few years back, the Tilburg Trappers. I might be wrong here, but I've got a funny feeling we might have signed him for the Tilburg Trappers, or he left us to go to the Tilburg Trappers. Something like that.
You're ruining my segments, senior.
Am I right?
So we're just going to quickly come into it then. On this day, on the 14th of September.
So is that the Tilburg
2011
preview done?
2011. Gila Tulip left the Stars to go to Tilburg Trappers.
There we go.
Back to the game previews.
Outstanding. That was here. That wasn't too bad, Junior. That was just right for the shooting for the hip there. See, you go and do that homework. I've just got it up here, boy. Knowledge.
Honest to God. Fucking ruining the segments.
Listen, we're Junior, like people know, we're not the Dode Fox podcast, right? It's sit for days on end in homework. We just pull out the bag, eh? Get what I mean?
I think you find I fucking do all the homework for you. You just
You
cut.
didn't
You
need
just
to do
come
my
in.
homework.
You
I
just
just
come in
tell
and
you what
talk shit.
happens.
You come in, talk shit. I do all the research for it.
I'll tell you, that was some knowledge. With Jay Tulip,
Yes,
though, quite impressed.
It is Jay Tulip's old team after he left us on
Yeah.
this day. God, that was 12 years ago.
Nah,
Jay
stop
Tulip.
it. Stop it.
Yeah, 2011. Jesus
Stop
Christ.
it. God, I was still in my 40s.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
that's a scary thought, that. That's a scary thought, that. But
Junior, I was only just turned 20.
yeah.
But yeah, so
But again,
two,
different two. I think they're two totally different. Well, they are totally different teams, but style-wise, I think they're going to be totally different.
yeah, and again, totally different from what we see in the Elite League as well,
Yeah.
and totally different from what
Yeah.
last weekend's games were. I don't think you might see a wee scrap. You don't know. There might be handbags or something, but I can't imagine that teams like a Brasov or certainly Tilburg. I certainly
Yeah.
don't think the Trappers will have a fighter because they
Yeah.
want to play the game. But in saying that, Cardiff had their pre-season games 2 weekends ago, not the ones
Yeah.
against Clan the weekend before that, and they were all scrapping.
I know.
Fucking Riley Brandt came in like fucking on a wrecking ball like Miley Cyrus, taking somebody out.
But then he missed them and went again. Ersa were tip.
He nearly broke his bloody neck.
Arse, absolute arse. But you know what? It would be interesting keeping tabs on. So we've obviously got Brasov on the Saturday, which means Fife have got the Trappers on the Saturday. So it'd be interesting to see how that game is going whilst we're playing, because we
Yeah.
might gauge how the Sunday game is going to be. And Fife will do the same. They'll keep an eye on how we got on with Brasov. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they're going to go. But for me, you're looking really, certainly Brasov will be the difficult one.
Yep.
And the Trappers should be a win. The Brasov one, I think, could go either way.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same. I think Brasov could actually nick it. But yeah, certainly Tilburg, I would like to think that we'll push them and get the win.
But we need
it should be
to
good
start
games.
scoring goals. That's the only thing for me negative through pre-season. I've only played a couple of games. Is the lack of a sniper. We need somebody that I just can't see any at the guys that we've got. Somebody that's going to score that 50, 60 points yet. Can't see it.
Early days,
Well,
senior.
it is early days. It is early days, but you never know. Somebody might begin to start hitting the net and then keep hitting the net every single game, which is what we hope for.
Yeah, but yeah, I think it'll be two good games. Just hopefully, you say, we get some goals so we can actually get some chance. Show the players that we've got their songs for them and we're ready to go. But yeah, fucking shut out Fife.
On a side note of songs, all right.
Nobody's going to sing it.
No. I'm going to stop you right there. Have you seen the shite on Twitter, we the Clan fans, and some of the songs they want to sing for their players?
No.
Dinna.
Really?
Didn't even look.
I need to know what it is now.
It's shite. Junior, they've got a guy's, they've got somebody's name, and they've got it going along to the tune of Hi Ho Silver Lining, and then they've got it going to who was it? Mika sung Grace Kelly.
Fucking hell.
Exactly. Oh my God, it's fucking embarrassing. Just stick to chants. Dinna start going songs. Stick to chants.
I said this to Andy Strange actually, because when we were coming up for the song for James Phelan, and they want to use either What a Feeling or the other one that they used for his introduction video. I said that because it's fine, it's great, it's a good song for when he scores and stuff, but you kind of some people can't even chant "Go Stars Go." Never mind singing a proper song with someone's name in it. And now this isn't me. Like, I'm not criticizing people. It's like I post the chants and we try and come up with them, and I'm always like, listen, get your input in, and we'll change things up if it's better. We changed Paratino's one because I actually quite agreed with the guy. I thought it was good. I was like, you can't hear just like the chorus of a fucking song, a full chorus of a song.
I know.
For someone when you can't chant "Go Stars Go."
I know, but it's also the fact you've got to remember, right? Andy's standing there waiting to announce the goal, and we're going through 3 verses of Sweet Caroline to get to somebody's name. You know what I mean? But I must admit, I thought my Johnny Walker in was good. Billy liked it.
Listen, I like it, but how can they going to sing it? And because half the fan base are fucking Dundee fans.
No, I made up another end.
Oh, that ain't. Oh, you'll get kicked out for that. No, you'll get kicked out for
Well,
that.
what?
You can't say arse.
You think surely we'll not get kicked out for saying arse?
Senior, I got into trouble for calling somebody a pussy.
Close.
That's even swearing. It's not even swearing.
Okay then.
Listen, if you speak to Drew Fraser, ask Drew, and if they'll accept the word arse, then we'll sing it.
But the thing is, right? Listen, let's be honest, right? If 1,600 people sing it, no one will throw 1,600 out, are they?
Well,
Let's be honest.
To be fair, it is moderated, kinda.
Yes, because I could have called my fucking arse. There you go. It's moderated.
God.
Yeah. But you go and look at Glasgow Clan live and have a look at some of the shite that they're coming up with for songs. No chants, songs.
No, the only thing I was interested in reading on Glasgow Clan's page was that Charlie Combs out injured for a few weeks with a groin injury.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I was interested in reading. Seemingly they're about to bring in another import, so I think it could be a bit longer than a few weeks.
I would think
Clan
so.
man.
Yeah, I would think so. If they're bringing somebody in to replace him, you're looking at, I would probably say months rather than weeks.
Yeah. Right. So predictions for this weekend, Senior. Brasov.
Prediction for this weekend, Brasov. Oh God, I'll say Brasov in overtime.
Score
3-2.
3-2 Brasov OT. So I was going to go 3-2, so I'll change it.
Yeah, but you can go 3-2 and not an OT.
I'll go 4-3 in OT. I think it will go.
I think I'll go the distance.
Brasov in OT.
Yeah.
Tilburg game.
Tilburg game, I shall go 5-1 Stars.
Thank God you said that. I'm going 5-2.
I thought actually most of the time I did think about 5-2 and I thought I'll go 5-1 because I know that Kevin will save us.
Yeah. Fabulous. So that is our game preview. All right, done and dusted. Effectively, Senior, the end of the show.
Yep.
It's just a quick show this week. Pre-season usually is quite quick. Not got much to review other than a couple of pre-season games and then reviewing a couple more. But obviously, we'll get our competitions in soon. Senior now has to, he's got about 10-15 minutes left of his tea break. So Senior is now going to go back to work.
Yeah. It's a pity, it's a pity we never had a guest on because I wouldn't be telling Liz if I was saying I was like doing an interview.
Just so you're interviewing me.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, Caroline Munro, if you're listening, right, you say nothing.
Oh dear. But yeah, just a short and sweet episode this week. Just want to thank everyone again for the over 3.6 thousand views on YouTube.
Junior, how on earth has this happened? How on earth?
What happened? We had numerous new subscribers as well. And I had a look at the new subscribers. They are Stars fans.
Wow.
So it's so I absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
That we'd hit our new record in the charts of number 3 overall at one point as well in the off season. So it's just going from strength to strength. We just need to thank everyone again. Obviously our sponsors and Don Michelle, 51 Club, and Mr. Craig Niche Decorators, who is absolutely ecstatic about his pint glasses. I
Seen that.
believe Don Michelle are now wanting some pint glasses as well, so they can fill them up
Happy
with
days.
something dark. They're going to fill up with something dark and put it on the shelves. So we're going to have to look into Shannon getting her finger
Good.
out and getting back on them again. But if there is anybody wanting any merch, t-shirts, tote bags,
Mugs.
anything.
Mugs. I've
Aye,
got a Section
mugs.
C
Yeah,
mug.
we've
Yeah.
got a
Got a few
full load
things.
of
Yeah.
mugs sitting in my utility room. Also with slate coasters, which are absolutely
Oh,
beautiful.
can I might get
So
some of them.
so yeah, so we'll get them. We'll get the pictures up on social media soon as well. But
Yep.
yeah, just a massive thank you to all our sponsors, all our viewers and listeners. Again, without you guys, we don't do this pish and talk pish.
Exactly.
So, well, we still talk
Exactly.
pish,
We're
but
still talk pish. We seem
not
to be
all over the
talking
place.
pish to a bigger audience now.
Yeah, but yeah, here's hoping for a couple better results at the weekend than last Sunday's. Maybe a couple of fights and some goals. There's no 2 points, but hopefully a couple of victories.
Yep.
And on that note, it's goodbye for me. Hope you have an enjoyable rest of your week, and we'll see you at the weekend.